Welcome to English MindTalk, where real conversations change the way you think.
I'm Jessi.
And I'm Tom.
Today, we need to talk about something people feel but rarely say out loud. Have you ever looked at your life and quietly thought, this is not what I imagined?
More people think that than they admit.
I mean, really thought it. Like one of those late-night realizations where everything suddenly feels wrong.
Wrong or just unfamiliar?
That sounds like a therapy answer.
Maybe it is, but tell me, what happened?
Nothing dramatic happened. That's the weird part.
Those are usually the moments that hit hardest.
Yesterday, I opened social media for 5 minutes.
That sentence already sounds dangerous.
Exactly. I saw someone I went to school with. New house, new car, smiling family photos, perfect lighting, perfect life.
And suddenly your brain started comparing.
Not comparing, more like auditing my entire existence.
That escalated quickly.
I wish I was joking. I started asking myself questions like, did I miss a turn somewhere?
The invisible life map problem.
Wait, that's a thing?
Most people believe life has a hidden timeline. Graduate, get a good job, find love, build stability, feel fulfilled.
You forgot the part where you're supposed to magically feel like an adult.
That part never arrives for most people.
That's slightly comforting and slightly terrifying.
Both can be true.
I think what scared me was the silence after that thought.
What silence?
The moment where you ask yourself, am I behind in life?
That question has ruined many peaceful evenings.
You're saying it like it's a common disease.
In a way it is.
Because when that thought enters your head, suddenly everything looks different.
Give me an example.
Your job feels smaller. Your apartment feels temporary. Your plans suddenly feel vague.
And other people's lives suddenly look like clear roadmaps.
Exactly.
But those roadmaps are usually illusions.
I know that logically, but emotionally, it still hits.
Emotions are not interested in logic.
My brain kept asking one question over and over.
Let me guess. What am I doing with my life?
That exact sentence.
Classic.
You say classic like this happens every Tuesday.
For some people, yes.
That's depressing.
It's also very human.
But why does it feel like everyone else knows what they're doing?
Because confusion is rarely posted online.
That is painfully accurate.
Think about it. No one uploads a photo captioned, "Still lost, still unsure, still figuring things out."
That would actually be refreshing.
It wouldn't get many likes.
So everyone performs certainty?
Exactly.
That makes life sound like a giant theater.
Sometimes it is.
That's uncomfortable.
Truth usually is.
But here's the part that really bothered me.
Go on.
I realized I might not actually know what I want.
That's a bigger realization than comparing yourself to someone else.
It felt like opening a door I didn't want to open.
Because if you admit you don't know what you want, you can't blame the world anymore.
Wow, that felt slightly aggressive.
Honest, not aggressive.
Maybe both.
Let me ask you something.
Okay.
When you imagine the life you think you should have, where did that image come from?
That's a good question.
Most people never ask it.
I guess society?
That's a big word.
Fine. Parents, teachers, movies, Instagram, random people with perfect kitchens.
The perfect kitchen influence is powerful.
Why does everyone online have plants that never die?
Because real-life plants die quietly off camera.
That makes me feel better about the cactus I killed.
Killing a cactus requires special talent.
Thank you for believing in my abilities.
But the serious part is this.
I knew the joke wouldn't last.
Many people build their life goals using borrowed expectations.
Borrowed expectations.
Dreams that originally belonged to someone else.
That sounds sad.
It's also extremely common.
So you're saying my panic yesterday might actually be clarity?
Possibly.
That feels unfair.
Why?
Because clarity was supposed to feel good.
Real clarity often feels uncomfortable first.
That sounds like one of those quotes people put on motivational posters.
Except this one is annoyingly true.
Yesterday, I had another thought that scared me.
What was that?
What if I spend years chasing the wrong life?
Many people worry about that.
Years, Tom. That's a long mistake.
Only if you think life is a straight line.
Isn't it supposed to be?
Who told you that?
School kind of implied it.
School also implied we would use algebra daily.
That betrayal still hurts.
Life is rarely linear.
Then why does it feel like everyone else is moving forward while I'm just orbiting confusion?
Because movement and direction are not the same thing.
Explain that before my brain shuts down.
Many people move fast without knowing where they're going.
That sounds like my GPS when it loses signal.
Exactly.
So you're saying speed doesn't mean clarity.
Correct.
Then why do we admire busy people so much?
Because busyness looks like purpose from a distance.
That sentence just attacked half the internet.
Probably.
I think part of the fear is time.
Time makes everything feel urgent.
I keep hearing this voice saying, "You're getting older."
Everyone hears that voice eventually.
It's very dramatic.
The voice always is.
And it keeps asking questions like, shouldn't you have figured things out by now?
Let me ask you something uncomfortable.
I don't like the tone of that.
What if nobody actually has things figured out?
That would explain a lot of world events.
Exactly.
But some people really do look confident.
Confidence and certainty are different things.
That's confusing.
Confidence means you're willing to move forward even while unsure.
That sounds brave.
Sometimes it's just survival.
Yesterday, I imagined talking to my future self.
That's an interesting exercise.
I asked her one question.
What did you ask?
Did everything work out?
And what did she say?
That's the problem.
She didn't answer?
She just looked at me.
That's unsettling.
It felt like she was waiting for me to understand something.
Maybe she was.
I hate mysterious future versions of myself.
They tend to be quiet.
Which makes it worse.
Let me ask you something.
Another uncomfortable question?
Possibly.
Go ahead.
What if the question isn't whether life works out?
Then what is the question?
What if the real question is whether you're living a life that actually feels like yours?
That sounds simple.
It is simple.
Then why is it so hard to answer?
Because answering it requires honesty most people avoid.
What kind of honesty?
The kind where you admit some dreams were never really yours.
That thought just made my stomach drop.
That reaction is interesting.
Interesting in a good way or a terrifying way?
Both.
I think part of me is afraid to question my life too deeply.
Why?
Because what if I discover I'm walking the wrong path?
That fear keeps many people walking.
Even when they know something feels off?
Especially then.
That sounds exhausting.
It is.
Can I ask something honest?
Of course.
Have you ever had that moment where you realized your life was quietly drifting somewhere you didn't choose?
Yes.
What did that moment feel like?
It felt like standing in a room that slowly became unfamiliar.
That's exactly the feeling.
And the strange part is nothing dramatic causes it.
Just quiet awareness.
Exactly.
So what did you do when you realized it?
I asked myself a question.
What question?
A question that made everything uncomfortable for a while.
Now I'm curious.
I asked, if no one was watching my life, would I still choose this path?
That's a dangerous question.
It is.
Because if the answer is no, then what?
Then you have to face another question.
Which is?
Why were you living it in the first place?
That feels like opening a door that changes everything.
Sometimes one question can do that.
So what was your answer?
That's where things got complicated.
Complicated how?
Because when I looked at my life honestly, I realized something I didn't expect.
What did you realize?
I realized I wasn't actually chasing success.
Then what were you chasing?
Approval.
Approval from whom?
That's the part that surprised me.
Why?
Because when I finally asked myself that question, I couldn't immediately answer it.
Wait, you didn't even know who you were trying to impress?
Exactly.
That's unsettling.
And that's when I started wondering something even stranger.
What?
If you remove the invisible audience from your life, who are you actually trying to become?
Maybe that's the question people spend half their lives avoiding.
Because the answer might force them to change everything.
Exactly.
I hate how calm you sound when you say things like that.
Panic rarely improves clarity.
Speak for yourself. Panic is basically my personal assistant.
That explains some of your decision-making stories.
Rude, but not entirely inaccurate.
Let's go back to that moment you described yesterday.
The social media existential crisis?
Yes.
Worst 5 minutes of scrolling in my life.
When you saw that perfect life online, what exactly did you feel first?
Honestly?
Always.
A tiny stab of jealousy.
That's normal.
Then something worse.
What?
Doubt.
Doubt about what?
About whether I'm doing life correctly.
That sentence reveals something interesting.
Which part?
The word correctly.
What's wrong with that?
It assumes life has a correct version.
Doesn't it?
That depends on who wrote the rule book.
Society again?
Society loves rule books,
But they're invisible.
which makes them powerful.
I remember being a kid and thinking adults had everything figured out.
Every child believes that.
Then you become an adult and realize everyone is improvising.
The world runs on quiet improvisation.
That sounds slightly terrifying.
It should also feel freeing,
Why freeing?
because if nobody truly has the master plan, you're not behind.
That idea feels nice for about 3 seconds.
And then,
Then my brain says, okay, but some people clearly look ahead.
looking ahead and knowing the destination are different things.
You keep saying things that sound simple, but also annoying.
That's my specialty.
I think another reason comparison hurts is because we only see outcomes.
Exactly.
We never see confusion,
Or the years before the outcome.
or the nights someone doubted themselves,
Or the mistakes.
or the moments they almost gave up.
Social media edits life.
Like a movie trailer.
Yes.
Only the exciting parts.
The rest stays hidden.
But even knowing that, I still felt behind.
Because the mind doesn't compare reality to reality.
What does it compare?
Your messy reality to someone else's highlight reel.
That explains the emotional damage.
Exactly.
I remember something strange from yesterday.
What happened?
After that moment of comparison, I closed the app.
Good decision.
Then I sat there in silence for a minute.
And?
I realized something weird.
Tell me.
I wasn't actually jealous of that person's house or car.
Interesting.
I was jealous of their certainty.
That's a deeper realization.
It looked like they knew exactly where their life was going.
Appearances can be convincing.
But certainty feels attractive,
Humans crave direction.
even if the direction is wrong.
Sometimes, especially then,
That sounds dangerous.
it can be.
So you're saying people would rather move confidently in the wrong direction than sit still and question things?
Often, yes.
That explains why everyone seems so busy.
Busyness hides uncertainty.
That's slightly dark.
Truth usually has shadows.
I think the worst part of doubt is how lonely it feels.
Because most people hide it.
Exactly.
But doubt is actually a sign of awareness.
Awareness of what?
That life is more complicated than the simple story we were promised.
The story where everything falls into place.
Yes,
That story felt nice.
it was comforting.
So when reality doesn't follow that script,
We assume we failed.
instead of realizing the script was unrealistic.
Exactly.
I keep thinking about something you said earlier.
Which part?
When you asked if I would still choose my life if no one was watching,
That question can be uncomfortable.
I tried to answer it last night.
And?
My brain started arguing with itself.
That's a good sign.
One part of me said yes.
And the other?
The other said, I'm not sure.
That's honest.
Then another thought appeared.
What thought?
What if I'm not actually behind, but just walking a slower path?
That's possible.
But slower feels like failure in today's world.
Because modern culture worships speed.
Faster career, faster success, faster life.
But some things grow slowly.
Like understanding yourself?
Exactly.
I never thought self-discovery would take this long.
Most people underestimate that timeline.
Why?
Because no one teaches it.
School taught math, science, history.
But not identity.
That seems like an important subject.
Possibly the most important.
Imagine a class called Figuring Out Who You Are.
Half the students would panic.
I would drop the class immediately.
Exactly.
I think something else scares people.
What?
The idea that life might not have one clear purpose.
That thought unsettles many people.
Because if there isn't one big purpose, then what are we doing?
Living.
That sounds too simple.
Simplicity is often suspicious to the mind.
My brain wants a mission.
Most brains do.
Something dramatic, something meaningful.
Meaning often grows quietly instead.
Quiet meaning doesn't get motivational speeches.
But it lasts longer.
You know what thought crossed my mind yesterday?
Tell me.
What if the reason so many people feel lost is because they're following someone else's definition of success?
That's a powerful idea.
Think about it.
I'm listening.
Society shows us a picture of success.
Big job, big house, big milestones.
But what if someone's real happiness looks completely different?
Then chasing the standard version might feel empty.
Exactly.
Many people reach the goal and still feel something missing.
That must be terrifying.
Imagine climbing a mountain for years, then realizing it was the wrong mountain.
That sentence just gave me anxiety.
But here's something interesting.
What?
Sometimes the climb itself teaches you what mountain actually matters.
That sounds poetic.
It's also practical.
So confusion isn't always wasted time.
Often it's necessary time.
That's comforting.
Confusion forces questions.
And questions force honesty.
Exactly.
But there's still one thought that bothers me.
Which one?
What if people are secretly judging my progress?
Judging how?
Like, she should be further in life by now.
That thought is extremely common.
It feels like invisible pressure.
Let me ask you something honest.
Go ahead.
How often do you spend your day judging someone else's life timeline?
Honestly?
Yes.
Almost never.
Exactly.
Wait.
Most people are too busy worrying about their own lives.
So the audience in my head might not exist.
Often it doesn't.
That's both relieving and embarrassing.
Why embarrassing?
Because I might be stressing about imaginary judges.
The human mind is very creative.
I wish it was creative in more useful ways.
It sometimes is.
Not when it's ruining my evening.
Fair point.
I think something shifted for me last night, though.
What changed?
After thinking about all this, I stopped asking whether I was behind.
What did you ask instead?
A different question.
I'm curious.
I asked myself, what kind of life would actually feel meaningful to me?
That's a powerful shift.
But the answer didn't come immediately.
That's normal.
Instead, another strange thought appeared.
What thought?
What if the life I want is simpler than the life I thought I wanted?
That realization happens to many people.
And it scared me.
Why?
Because simple dreams don't look impressive.
Impressive to who?
That invisible audience again.
There it is.
It's amazing how powerful imaginary people can be.
Our minds give them authority.
But here's the thing that really confused me.
I'm listening.
When I imagined a quieter life, something inside me felt peaceful.
That's important.
But another part of me said, isn't that settling?
That's a fascinating conflict.
Exactly.
One voice says peace.
The other says ambition.
So which voice is right?
That's what I can't figure out.
Maybe the real question isn't which voice is right.
Then what is the question?
Maybe the question is why those voices feel like enemies in the first place.
Wait,
Think about it.
are you suggesting something?
I'm wondering if peace and ambition are actually opposites.
I always assumed they were.
Many people do.
But if they're not opposites,
Then the conflict you're feeling might mean something else entirely.
like what?
It might mean you're standing at the edge of redefining what success actually means.
That sounds like a big moment.
Sometimes those moments start quietly.
Like a random evening after scrolling social media?
Exactly.
That feels almost poetic.
Life rarely announces turning points.
But there's still something I'm afraid of.
What scares you?
What if I choose a path that feels right to me but looks wrong to everyone else?
That fear sits at the center of many lives.
Because humans want belonging,
And approval.
but also authenticity.
Balancing those three things can be difficult.
Belonging, approval, authenticity.
Yes.
If you choose authenticity, you might lose approval.
Sometimes.
And maybe belonging too.
In some cases,
That's a heavy trade.
it can be.
So how do people deal with that?
Some never face it.
They just follow the expected path?
Yes,
Even if something inside them feels quiet and unsatisfied?
exactly.
That sounds like a slow kind of sadness.
It often is.
But people rarely talk about it.
Because it's easier to pretend everything is fine.
I think something inside me changed yesterday.
What do you mean?
The question, am I behind, stopped feeling important.
That's a significant shift.
Instead, I started wondering something else.
What did you start wondering?
I started wondering, what would happen if I stopped trying to keep up with everyone else's timeline?
That's where the
That question scares a lot of people, more than failure does.
Really?
Yes, failure is easier to explain than being misunderstood.
That sounds painfully true.
Think about it. If you fail while chasing the normal version of success, people sympathize.
They say things like, at least you tried.
Exactly.
But if you choose a different path?
People get confused.
And confused people ask uncomfortable questions.
Like, why would you do that?
Or, are you sure that's a good idea?
Or the classic one.
Which one?
But what about your future?
That question always feels like a warning.
Because it's usually asked with fear.
I think that's part of why people stay on the expected path.
Social pressure is powerful,
Even quiet pressure.
especially quiet pressure.
I remember something from a few years ago.
What happened?
A friend of mine quit a very stable job.
That's already a dramatic sentence.
Everyone around her panicked.
Let me guess, people thought she was making a huge mistake.
Exactly.
What did she do instead?
She started working on something creative.
How did people react?
At first, they treated her like she had lost her mind.
That's common.
The strange part was watching the reactions change over time.
How so?
In the beginning, people were worried.
Then what happened?
Then they were skeptical.
And later?
Eventually, some people started quietly admiring her.
That transformation happens often
Why?
because courage makes people uncomfortable at first.
Why uncomfortable?
It reminds them they might be avoiding their own questions.
That makes sense.
Someone choosing a different life forces others to examine their own.
Which most people would rather not do.
Exactly.
But here's something I still don't understand.
Go ahead.
Why does it feel like we only realize these things later?
Later in life?
Yes,
Because when you're younger, you're mostly following instructions.
school instructions,
Career instructions.
social instructions.
Exactly.
It's like a long checklist
And for a while, that checklist feels safe.
because someone else designed it.
Yes.
But eventually, something changes.
Usually awareness.
That moment where you suddenly ask, wait, why am I doing this?
That's a powerful moment.
But also terrifying.
Because the checklist stops working,
And suddenly, you're responsible for choosing your own direction.
which many people were never taught how to do.
That explains the confusion.
It does.
Yesterday, when I had that moment, I felt like I was standing in the middle of two roads.
What were the roads?
One road looked very familiar.
The expected path.
Yes,
And the other road?
it looked quieter,
How did that make you feel?
calm, but also nervous.
Because it was unknown.
Exactly.
Humans are strangely attracted to certainty, even when it doesn't make them happy.
That feels like a design flaw.
Possibly.
But I kept thinking about something.
What was it?
If I keep walking the familiar road just because it's familiar, am I actually living intentionally?
That's an important question.
Or am I just repeating what everyone else expects?
Many lives are built that way.
That sounds sad.
It can be.
But maybe people don't notice.
Sometimes they do.
And then what happens?
They feel a quiet dissatisfaction they can't fully explain.
That sounds like the feeling I had yesterday.
That feeling is often the beginning of awareness.
Awareness feels very inconvenient.
Growth usually is.
I wish someone had warned me.
Most people don't get a warning.
Just a random Tuesday evening crisis.
Exactly.
You know what's funny, though?
What?
After thinking about all of this, something unexpected happened.
I'm curious.
The anxiety slowly turned into curiosity.
That's a good sign.
Instead of thinking my life was wrong, I started wondering what kind of life would actually feel right.
That shift changes everything.
It felt like moving from panic to exploration.
Exploration is healthier.
But it still leaves a lot of unknowns.
Unknowns are part of living honestly.
I guess that's true.
Let me ask you something.
Go ahead.
When you imagine a meaningful life, what do you see?
That's the interesting part.
Tell me.
The image isn't dramatic.
Meaning?
I don't see fame or huge achievements.
What do you see instead?
I see quiet things.
Like what?
Conversations that matter.
That sounds familiar.
Work that feels meaningful instead of impressive.
Interesting distinction.
Time that doesn't feel rushed all the time.
That alone is rare today.
And relationships that feel real.
Those are powerful priorities.
But here's the weird part.
What happened?
When I imagined that life, I felt peaceful.
That's an important signal.
But another voice in my head immediately said something.
What did it say?
That sounds small.
Small according to who?
That's the problem.
The invisible audience again?
Exactly.
That audience tends to measure life using loud achievements.
Big promotions, big houses, big recognition.
But loud doesn't always mean meaningful.
I think that's the realization that started forming in my mind.
Tell me.
Maybe the real danger isn't being behind in life.
Then what is the danger?
The danger might be living a life that looks impressive but feels empty.
That's a deep insight.
And it made me rethink something.
What did you rethink?
Maybe the goal isn't catching up to others.
What might the goal be instead?
Maybe the goal is slowly building a life that actually feels like mine.
That sounds very different from the usual race.
Exactly.
And how does that thought make you feel?
Surprisingly calm.
Calm is underrated.
I always thought excitement was a sign of success.
Excitement fades quickly.
But calm feels stable.
Calm often means you're aligned with yourself.
That's a phrase I rarely hear.
Because alignment isn't flashy,
It doesn't look impressive on social media.
but it feels peaceful in real life.
I think that's what I was really searching for yesterday.
Not success,
Not approval.
something else.
A sense that my life actually belongs to me.
That realization changes the way you see everything.
It did.
How so?
This morning, I looked at my life again.
And?
Nothing had changed externally.
Same job, same place, same situation.
Exactly.
But something inside felt different.
I didn't feel behind anymore.
What did you feel instead?
I felt like I was just on my own timeline.
That's a healthier perspective.
And suddenly, other people's timelines stopped feeling threatening.
Because they were simply different stories.
Exactly.
That shift can be very freeing.
It was.
But it doesn't mean doubt will disappear completely.
I figured that.
Doubt is part of being human.
But maybe doubt isn't always an enemy.
Sometimes it's a compass.
A compass?
Doubt can point towards questions that matter.
Like the question we started with.
Which one?
Am I behind in life?
That's a powerful question to carry.
It feels more useful than asking if I'm ahead or behind.
Definitely.
Because ahead and behind only exist in races.
And life isn't really a race.
At least it doesn't have to be.
Exactly.
You know what's strange, though?
What?
Yesterday, I thought I was having a crisis.
And now?
Now it feels more like a wake-up call.
That's a good way to see it.
A reminding that life isn't something you accidentally arrived at.
It's something you slowly shape.
One decision at a time.
One honest question at a time.
And maybe one uncomfortable realization at a time.
Those are often the most important ones.
I guess the real surprise is this.
What surprised you most?
The moment I stopped worrying about keeping up, life suddenly felt a little lighter.
Sometimes the pressure disappears when you step outside the race.
Which makes me wonder something.
What are you wondering?
If so many people secretly feel behind,
That's likely true.
then maybe everyone is quietly running a race that nobody actually needed to win.
That's a very interesting possibility.
And if that's true,
Then what?
then maybe the bravest thing someone can do is simply stop running.
And walk their own direction instead.
That sounds peaceful.
It often is.
You know something?
What?
Yesterday, I thought I needed answers.
And now?
Now I think I just needed the right question.
Which question?
Not, am I behind in life?
Then what?
Is this life actually mine?
That's a powerful question to end the day with.
And strangely, asking it made everything feel a little clearer.
Sometimes clarity doesn't come from answers.
It comes from asking better questions.
Exactly.
I'm glad we talked about this.
Me too.
Because I have a feeling many people quietly carry that same thought.
The thought that they're somehow behind?
Yes.
Maybe they just needed to hear something simple.
Like what?
That life isn't a race with one finish line.
Everyone's path unfolds differently.
And that's not failure.
That's just being human.
Exactly.
You know what I'm realizing right now?
What?
Maybe nobody really has everything figured out.
That might be the most honest truth of all.
And strangely, that makes life feel a little less scary.
It makes it feel more real.
And maybe that's enough for today.
Sometimes understanding that you're not behind, you're just on your own path, is the conversation people needed to hear.